My heart is beating, bro.
This group of teenagers are in the middle of exploring an abandoned building in Michigan. Just a few feet away from them is something they were never meant to see.
You want me to get close up for you? Hey, I'm like...
Oh, yeah.
Come on, Aiden, come on, Aiden.
When police arrive to investigate, they discover this killing might be part of something far darker, with ritualistic clues pointing to a murder orchestrated by a cult. And as detectives begin closing in on its members and turning them on each other, they discover that this may not have been the cult's first victim.
Richie, so to speak, that they wanted to kill right after getting married.
It's like a gang or something?
No, it wasn't a gang. It was, Steve called it a family.
I know you didn't say the number I heard, right?
16?
I killed 16 people.
You killed 16 people is what I said.
Oh, hell no. 16 is crazy.
It's a late Thursday evening in Monroe County, Michigan, when 7 high school students decide to explore an abandoned juvenile detention center. But the moment they step inside, they stumble upon something they were never meant to see and immediately start recording.
I don't even know if I want to really get it.
Alright, so we seen my fault. We seen the body.
We seen a body, bro.
Why are they carrying bats, bro? Like, you're just incriminating yourself, guys.
My heart is beating, bro.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's self-defense. You never know.
I don't want... I'm not looking either. Look!
Bro, you couldn't be trusted.
You want me to get close up for you? Hey, I'm like... Moving.
Oh, hell no.
Hold up. Yes.
Oh, these people just...
Kick that door off.
What the... Why are they just casually fucking... Ooh, this is cool. Like, what the fuck? Okay, never mind. I was about to say. I was about to say,
Upon
bro.
seeing what appears to be the dead body of a young woman, the boys run back to their car and drive off. Despite knowingly trespassing, one of them calls 911 and begins describing in detail the
Great, we have common sense.
gruesome discovery they had just made inside.
Monroe County 911. What's the address of your emergency?
Hi, so we were exploring a abandoned building, and I think we found a dead body.
Okay, what was the address?
Right now we're at the Monroe Travel Center.
Where was the address you were exploring?
It's the old Fugitives Center, or like an old school or something.
You're pretty far away from Netto.
Yeah, because we drove away and we didn't know what to do.
Tell me exactly what happened.
Like, he moved a door that was on the ground, and underneath it there was his heart, and under the heart we saw a foot. So we left and called.
Can you give me a call when you get back to the pilot center?
Yes.
After directing the teens to a safe location, Michigan State Police are dispatched to Boysville, an abandoned juvenile campus with dozens of rooms and corridors. Once officers arrive with no electricity and a potential homicide scene waiting inside, they draw their weapons and prepare to move in.
Just keep track of how many rooms, like, look at how many sections there are of the building. Keep track of how many sections you think you're going
Thank you.
through so you don't get lost.
You too kind.
Yeah.
Right.
So you three want to go first, me and Llewellyn will stay back?
One row.
Head go on the left. Long hallway. Long hallway.
On the floor, underneath the tarp, lies the deceased body the teens found earlier. But before officers can properly examine it, they have to clear the rest of the building and make sure they're the only ones inside.
There's a series of rooms. Multiple doors here. Let me take right.
Yeah, one of them like jumps out or something.
Walking through. Walking through. Take please.
After an hour of clearing the building room by room, officers find no one else inside. With the building now cleared, officers return to the victim and begin trying to identify her. Given the location, they initially assume she may have been homeless and simply overdosed. But that assumption would quickly be turned upside down upon further inspection.
But there was a time where people were coming in here like on a regular basis, like the haunted house type stuff, you know, like looking for ghosts and whatnot. I think that's blood under her head, like she got hit or
Around her?
yeah.
Blood.
Well, unless suspect is on top and slams your head on the ground. Yeah, it's not blood.
No. It's like bronze or almost gold.
It's all over her.
It's on her face, her arms,
On her neck.
her shirt.
Look at how her legs are positioned. Shirt's pulled up. I'll get my fingerprint scanner out here in a little bit.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna.
Yeah, probably
We need Batman for this
20s,
shit.
30s maybe. I mean, she might not even be local. It might be somebody a truck driver picked up.
As officers continue examining the body, they notice several unusual details. The victim is covered in an unfamiliar substance, surrounded by candles, and across her legs are what appear to be scribbles and strange markings. While one officer moves to retrieve a portable fingerprint scanner a few miles away, another group of officers makes contact with the teens who discovered the body. They're all shaken up yet cooperative, handing over the video they recorded inside. And it quickly becomes clear to detectives that they're far more worried about a trespassing charge than being tied to what happened to the victim, so they're eventually let go. Back at the abandoned property, the officer scans the victim's fingerprints and learns that she is, in fact, a local, 22-year-old Kayla Sadowski. Moments later, paramedics arrive and examine the body, confirming two things. She's been here for some time, and the head injuries are consistent with 3 gunshot wounds. Sometime after midnight, officers lock down the rest of the building and return to the station, intent on resuming the investigation at first light. And as the investigation would begin coming together, detectives would become convinced this is not only a homicide, but part of something far more disturbing, possibly even ritualistic.
If you live with him and you leave and he finds out you leave, needless to say, you're going to be the next.
Steve said that she was screaming, Steve! Steve, help! Steve, help!
Do you want to go see your dad? Do you want to be with your mom?
Yes.
Or you want to live?
The next morning, officers begin
It's those Discord mod type of motherfuckers, bro. I'm telling you.
reviewing every available CCTV
They're
camera in
weird.
the area, and after hours of combing through footage dating back 2 weeks, they finally spot her. On February 15th, at around 10 p.m., Kayla is seen leaving the Rosler Street apartments and walking across the Rosler Street Bridge. An hour later, at around 11 p.m., she appears on camera again, walking across the same bridge. But this time, she stops, turns around, and gets into a black Mercury Milan, wearing the same skirt she would later be found dead in. When officers run the vehicle's license plate, they learn it's registered to 44-year-old Stephen Bales, a man Kayla has an active protective order against. And just like that, investigators have their first suspect. That same afternoon, officers rush to Stephen's house, but what they find is troubling to say the least. A note taped to the front door stating that he and his wife, Narina, have left for their honeymoon. To investigators, the timing seems far too convenient, so they try calling him, but he never picks up.
This is Stephen Bales. Leave a message after the beep.
A search warrant is requested, but in the meantime, there's little police can do but wait, while Stephen and whoever else may be responsible remains free to roam the streets. 2 weeks pass after the body is discovered, yet there's still no sign of Stephen. But then, more than 100 miles away in Shelby, Ohio, police receive a 911 call they certainly aren't expecting, as 19-year-old Bryn Smith tells dispatchers someone is trying to kill him.
What?
And when Ohio officers go to meet him, they would unknowingly step into another state's investigation and give them an unexpected lead.
Hello, what's going on?
So I finally got away from it, and I just called the cops, so they're here now. So I got you on the phone because you're a witness for me. So my cousin in Monroe, Michigan, this is my aunt, by the way. She knows like everything going on.
Is she on FaceTime?
Yeah, she's on FaceTime. She's you can't really see her.
I can see it. Okay, good.
So he's wanted for murder right now in Monroe, Michigan, for the Kayla Sadowski death. And I was apparently wanted for it as well at some point, but I had left his house today, just ran away from him because like he never gives me, he's like weird, he'll keep you at his house, he'll use you for your money.
Do you have any ID on you?
I have nothing on me except my tablet, my phone, and socks.
Well, I tell you what I'm going to do, just because I don't know you, I'm just going to pat you down.
That's fine.
Do you have any knives or anything on you?
No, just socks.
Okay, what if somebody...
So did he just snitch on himself?
Pat you down. Do you live here?
No, this is some fancy spot we call guys. So what's this cat's name?
Oh.
Steve Bales. Like, I ran away from him. Like, I
feedback
ran. I don't know how long I've been running. I just ran away from him. We stopped at a gas station, and I just ran. Does that make sense? Like, I stopped because, like, I lived with him, and he won't let you leave his house when you're there. He's weird. He will hurt you. I have videos of the person that did it admitting to it.
Oh, wow.
Because I lived with all of them in the house together, like in one bedroom. And she was acting real funny one day, so I had like walked away and I called her on my own phone and I got videos of her.
Why don't we go out of the seat in the back of this officer's car on the other side? Okay.
This side?
Yeah.
As if the investigation wasn't complicated enough, Bryn is accusing someone other than Stephen of being the killer and even refers to a group of people he and Stephen had been living with. The problem is, these officers are from another state and know nothing about Kayla's murder, so they decide to take him to the station to get some clarity on the situation. Upon arriving, officers contact Michigan State Police, and that's when they are finally briefed on Kayla's murder investigation. More than anything, Michigan investigators are fixated on this alleged confession video, urging Ohio detectives to obtain it as quickly as possible. And once Bryn sits down for his interview, what he would go on to describe would sound to detectives almost as if he had just escaped a cult.
Now you don't gotta worry about me being killed.
So, what was, and this gentleman that apparently killed this girl, what's his name?
Steve. Well, I know who killed her. I have a video of her admitting to it. Because we all lived in the same apartment together. So there was a one-bedroom apartment that he owned, him and his wife. He had like 8 people living there. I was one of them. And in order to live there, he took your food stamp card. He would take whatever card you had, and basically your money and everything was his. I did not agree to that, so he knew not to take from me. I just stayed there. I slept on the couch. I woke my head and I laid my head. So we're going down, and he gets married through all this. Now, our ex becomes missing.
Our ex.
So I was wondering, because
you say our ex.
Yeah, we both had dated the same woman.
Okay.
So she becomes missing, and everybody in the house starts acting weird. So I'm gonna try to pull up this video of Caitlin, the one who supposedly killed Gail, admitting that she did it.
Did you ever think about going to the Michigan authorities with this?
I couldn't.
Why?
If you live with him, and you leave, and he finds out you leave, and he finds you, basically, needless to say, you're gonna be the next. So if you live with him, you're not allowed to leave. He's basically a person who's gonna get you in his house, and he's gonna trap you in him. keep you just for your money.
To Detective's surprise, Bryn seems unusually open and talkative for someone who believes he's being hunted. After all, there's no telling whether Steven will come after him the moment this interview is over. At this point, investigators need to see this video Bryn can't stop talking about, but what they're about to see would be far more than Bryn promised.
So who do you think killed this girl?
I know who killed her. I got the video right here to show you.
Okay, well, let's see it, my man.
So how do you even have the video?
You can obviously tell I was shocked as hell.
How many? I know you didn't say the number I heard, right? 16?
You've killed 16 people is what I said.
And you see I haven't never been to jail for it.
And you see I've never been to jail for it. And now I have one more video of her admitting that I was the killer of Kayla, basically.
Why did you do it? Threatened my son.
She threatened my son.
So that conversation
Oh my god, if this is compelling evidence, I don't know what is.
that I watched,
Oh my gosh.
she said that she did it because she threatened her son.
Yeah.
Do you know some more information about that?
No, that's all I know.
Like,
I don't
was
go
it
to church.
like is
It
her
was- apparently she threatened her son at church. That's the most I know of that.
and how'd she kill her?
She said that she shot her twice
Okay.
on the video.
Wow.
She even said that she threw the gun in the river. What river? If I know.
Mm-hmm.
The woman in the video is 33-year-old Kaylin Ramsey, seemingly implying that she was responsible not only for Kayla's death, but for 15 other murders as well. It's a chilling claim that investigators would have no choice but to look into, especially coming from someone they would later connect to a deadly cult. After several more hours of questioning, Bryn is eventually released and told to notify investigators of any contact from Steven or Kaylin, unaware that the man they've just let go may not be as innocent as he claims.
Yo, hold on, bro. This gotta be like out of all the pictures, bro. Of all the pictures he had to use,
that the
bro.
man they've just let go may not be as
Like,
innocent
bro.
as he claims. Later that evening, investigators call Kaylin and are
Damn,
surprised
bro.
to learn that she's also in Ohio. So they ask her to come to the station the following day to assist with the investigation, withholding the real reason they want to speak with her. And, interestingly, she agrees, almost as if she already has a plan to outsmart the detectives. The next morning, Kaylin arrives at the Huron County Sheriff's Office in Ohio, and alongside her is her lawyer. But as she's escorted to the interrogation room, there's a surprise waiting for her. Detectives from the Michigan State Police, including lead investigator Detective Peterson, have traveled to Ohio for this very interview. And as Kaylin's interview begins, her story would quickly start to unravel until she eventually slips up and says something she was never supposed to know. But before we get to that, this case is a disturbing reminder of how quickly someone else's actions can change your life forever. In January 2000, result in America 4,000 fair pay nothing. You can plan. With that said,
Telling you, bro. These ads, bro. Ah!
Let's get back to Kaylin's interview, where she's about to reveal something only someone connected to the murder should have known.
We're going to be asking you a lot of questions. A lot of these questions we already know the answer to. So, you know I don't play games, you know that? We went and got him to make sure you had him here. Mm-hmm. Right? That's important, that I want to make sure you feel comfortable. Rate your life on a scale from 1 to 10. 1 is the worst life ever, 10 is the best life ever.
Right now,
Yeah.
it's a 1.
It's a 1?
But after, hopefully today, it'll be a 10.
Okay. So, what's going wrong right now?
Me living my life in fear
And why are you living in fear?
because of this guy, Steven Bales.
Okay, why are you so afraid of Steven Bales?
He's threatened my life.
Okay, how does he threaten you?
He's threatened to kill me.
Okay. Do you know Kayla Sadowski?
I knew of her. She was one of my friends at one point until I moved out here 3 years ago and we lost contact.
Tell me about her. Tell me about Kayla.
She was such a sweetheart. Oh my God. She even loved my youngest son.
That's not what the phone call said.
She was a sweetheart. She was just like me, outgoing, laid back, calm, give her shirt off her back to whoever needed it more than her. Her and I were a lot alike.
Was she easy to get along with then?
Oh yeah, she was very easy to get along with. Such a sweetheart.
Okay, did you have any conflicts with her ever?
No, I've never had a conflict with her at all whatsoever.
Was there a time where, recently, where she accused you of hitting with her belt?
No, not that I'm aware of. I mean, it's something I would never do. I don't have a mean bone in my body.
Okay. Understood.
Anyone you talk to about me will tell you I'm such a sweetheart.
Okay, I believe it.
Last contact I had with her was just shortly before whatever happened to her, and it kills me. I had just talked to her about maybe the day before, or maybe a few days before she had passed at the grocery store.
Okay. When was that?
Around Valentine's Day.
Here, Kaylin seemingly places the murder around Valentine's Day, nearly 2 weeks before Kayla's body was discovered. To investigators, this appears to be a major slip-up, as the precise date of the murder has never been publicly released. The detective, however, refrains from confronting her, careful not to cause her to shut down. But now, he would reveal the real reason she's here and see if she can somehow explain it away.
I'm not making this up. I'm not here to trick you. We have a video of you saying that you were the one that killed her.
No. I would never kill anybody. Because I'm a sweetheart.
It's AI generated, bro. That video is fake.
I would never hurt anybody.
Listen, that's why I take the time.
A day in my life.
This is why I take the time to talk to you.
So it's 5 videos.
We'll go through them all if you want to.
Unless they're trying to pin this on me that I had nothing to do with.
Well, let's watch these, and I want to talk to you because let's just.
How many? I know you didn't say the number I heard, right? 16?
I was all forced. They forced me to say all that.
Let's watch them all, and then I want to hear.
How'd you get there? How'd you get her there?
So you can clearly tell they're trying to set me up.
This isn't my first time.
The lawyer's looking at this like, God damn, bro. Like,
That's why I'm trying to get you. Listen to what I'm telling you to do.
Obviously, I want your side to that. Right? That's why we're here. So what is your side to that?
My side to it is I had nothing to do with Kayla's death.
Because you can really help us, okay? And in turn, I don't make guarantees, but there's a chance you might help yourself. But I want to make something clear. We know when Kayla died, okay? And we also know that we have a video of you with Steve, okay, and Narina, very short time after her death, together at a party store. I do not think you're the mastermind. I think that there's a lot of influence by Steve. There's no doubt there's a lot of influence by Steve.
So the lawyer.
Do you want to start again?
I think I'm done for today.
Okay.
My stress level's getting too high. It's literally making me sick.
After being shown the video, Kaylin does exactly what investigators feared most. She ends the interview before giving them enough probable cause to detain her, and so she's released. The following day, detectives finally get their first lucky break. The search warrant for Stephen's apartment is approved. Wasting no time, Michigan officers rush back to his residence, hoping to find answers to Kayla's murder and perhaps a clue as to where Stephen may have fled. Upon entering the cramped one-bedroom apartment, deputies are stunned to find evidence that at least 7 people had been living here, and things would only get stranger from here. Throughout the apartment, officers notice a recurring theme: the Grim Reaper. Stephen had adopted the name Grim, labeling many of his belongings with it. Inside a journal, deputies discover that he referred to his wife, Narina, as Lady Death. The group even had its own name, the Reapers. At this point, investigators begin to suspect they're not dealing with a group of friends or even a gang, but a full-blown cult. As the search unfolds, investigators back at the station begin monitoring Stephen's online activity, and before long, a Facebook photo stops them in their tracks. The image was taken during Stephen's wedding on February 14th, Valentine's Day. Police immediately recognize Stephen, his wife Narina, Bryn, and Kaylin, but the remaining 4 people are complete unknowns to the investigators, and detectives suspect they may also have been involved in the homicide. Stephen's mother is quickly rolled out, along with a family friend who appears to have little connection to the group. But the same can't be said for the remaining two, Alex Fico and Sierra Bemis. Two people Stephen has taken under his wing. That same afternoon, Detective Peterson calls them both and asks them to come to the station. And as Detective Peterson prepares to interview them, he needs to answer two critical questions. What is their connection to Stephen, and where does their loyalty to him end?
Tell me about your relationship with Steve Bales.
He was a good father, kinda. Didn't really get along.
Good father, kind of. What didn't you get along with him for?
Because he always wanted to take my money and use my food stamps.
Did you let him?
I gave him my card and he never gave it back.
I want you to tell me everything.
Yo, Steve is a food stamp demon, bro. He's using everybody's food stamps.
You can, everything you know about the death of Kayla Stowski.
Everything I know. Alright, so Steve Bales, I met him at Buscemi's Pizzeria, Monroe Street. I was real strung out one day and drunk at the same time, and I took him by the hand and looked me dead in my eye and told me that I could get over it. You know, you gotta pick a guy.
Steve had
Yeah, so a very firm handshake, and it felt brotherly. It felt like he was expressing love towards me. They made me feel good for like being sober and not drinking.
That was nice of them, actually. Okay. Was there anything good about Steve?
No.
No. Because you described him as a good father, so there was nothing good about him.
No, not really.
Okay. Do you think he used you?
Yes.
Okay.
Interestingly, Sierra struggles to find a single good thing to say about Stephen, yet both she and Alex still consider him family. Like many manipulative leaders, Stephen targeted vulnerable people at their lowest, offering them support, housing, and a sense of belonging. Over time, that trust turned into control, with members handing over their income and providing for him financially. But Stephen's influence extended far beyond money and into violence, as Detective Peterson is about to learn.
So when was the night that Kayla got murdered?
I believe it was the night of their wedding. Like, they just crazily went out and, you know, that was their ritual, so to speak, that they wanted to kill right after getting married. Caitlin, Kay, the one who, she did the killing. At least she said she did the killing.
So Kaylin and Kayla didn't get along. Why not?
Because they were sorry, fighting over Steve.
So were Kaylin and Steve, were they romantically involved?
Yes.
Okay. And Kayla and Steve were romantically involved.
Yes.
And so Kaylin, you're saying, I don't want to put words in your mouth, was jealous of Kayla.
Yes.
Was Steve planning this at the wedding?
Not like sit down saying, we're doing this, and I'm doing this. No.
So based on what you can tell, do you think Steve helped plan this?
Yeah, I think Steve planned it all. He said she's gotta go.
As the interviews continue, Detective Peterson learns that Stephen was involved with 3 women at once: his wife Narina, Kaylin, and Kayla. With tensions between Kaylin and Kayla escalating for months, detectives suspect Stephen was deliberately fueling his rivalry for his own benefit. But Detective Peterson would soon learn that Stephen wasn't the only man in the house exploiting the women. As Alex's and Sierra's interviews are unfolding, detectives decide to give Bryn a call and ask him to come to the station. After being the first to expose Kaylin and appearing in Stephen's wedding photos, Peterson is convinced he must know more about the murder than he initially admitted. And as he sits down for his interview, investigators are about to discover that Bryn played a role as well, one he conveniently failed to mention the first time around.
Because I know you guys have camera footage of me driving. I know you guys got the footage from where I picked her up. I'm not stupid.
Exactly. Where did you pick her up at?
At the corner store.
Did you just pick up her? Are you alone or are you with anybody else?
Oh, no. There was someone else in the car.
Who was with you?
Steve.
So, what was the conversation that led to you picking her up?
Hey, where are you? What are you doing? Nothing. Off work. What are you doing? Nothing. You want to hang out for a few? Well, there was Steve's chance because he knew I was talking to her. Yeah, you better do that.
Okay. So, does she think, and I'm not sure, does she think that you guys are dating again at this point on February 16th?
I'm guessing, because she called me babe at one point.
Okay, so what makes you think that she's now...
I didn't like that.
What makes you think she's now... She believes that you two are together as a couple?
Because she called me babe for like 3 times. I didn't say anything, but the 4th time I said something
So
about
before
it,
you picked her up
but I
on
wasn't.
February 15th or 16th in the black car with Steve hiding in the back seat, if I got anything wrong, correct me. I'd just like to kick it back out so we're on the same page. When was the last communication you had before that? Was there any communication that made her think that you guys were together as a couple? Any like pillow talk type of stuff?
The most I can think that she think we were together is when I said, I love you, you're a really good friend of mine. And I said that on Valentine's Day because she called me and said, I got chocolate for you.
Although Bryn insists he was simply following Steven's orders, what he doesn't realize is that detectives have already recovered his text messages with Kayla, telling a very different story. For weeks, Bryn had been romantically speaking with Kayla online. In fact, just days before her death, she had saved his number in her phone as boyfriend. And now detectives would begin looking at Bryn, Sierra, and Alex side by side, comparing their stories and exposing contradictions. With pressure mounting and the possibility of prison looming over them, the Reapers are moments away from turning on one another, shattering the loyalty Steven spent years building.
Okay, you were there when she was shot.
But I didn't pull the trigger, nor did I go in the building.
Thank you.
Exactly.
So
I was a driver threatened by my life. Do you want to go see your dad? Do you want to be with your mom?
Yes.
Or you want to live?
Save the life.
Exactly
Save
what
the
I was
life.
That's what I thought he was telling that to him.
That's the why is more important.
She said the 3rd shot, she put it to her head. Steve said that she was screaming, Steve, help! Steve, help! And then Bryn specifically said, drop that. Oh. This gun, I had possession of it at one point in time. That's how my DNA would be on it. They said somebody's threatening them. That's how they manipulated me. They said somebody was threatening them that, they needed protection. Can we get that gun back?
And then they came out and we all left to went home.
Okay, what was said in the car when they all came out?
That she's finally dead.
Who said that?
Steve and Kevin.
Steve and Kaylin?
They told me how they killed her.
Okay, what did they tell you?
They said they were talking to her and Kaylin just shot her in the back of her head.
Kaylin shot her in the back of the head?
Yes.
Okay. And who was talking to her?
Steve.
Okay. As you see,
You have the same green pocket knife?
Yeah, as you see, it was.
Why do you guys all
colored.
have green pocket knives that are the
Well,
same?
we also have green bandanas.
What? Because like a gang or something?
No, it wasn't a gang. Steve called it a family.
Although multiple members of the Reapers identify Kaylin as the shooter, they consistently point detectives back to the same person as the mastermind, Steven. The picture detectives begin to piece together is this. Bryn tricked Kayla and lured her to Boysville. Alex supplied the gun, Kaylin pulled the trigger, and Steven watched it all unfold without ever getting his hands dirty. With this, Alex, Bryn, and Sierra's interviews come to an end as all 3 are placed under arrest while a nationwide BOLO is issued for Steven and Narina. And while the couple believes they've managed to disappear for good, even the most brilliant masterminds eventually make a mistake, and they are no exception.
Raps.
Over the next several weeks, authorities chase lead after lead until they finally pick up Steven's trail. Bank surveillance cameras capture Steven and Narina on CCTV, and before long, investigators track the couple more than 700 miles from Michigan to a relative's home in New Hanover County, North Carolina. A SWAT team is called in, and the house is quickly surrounded. But despite repeated commands to come outside, Steven refuses to surrender, barricading himself himself inside and preparing for his final stand. Hours pass with little progress, forcing officers to deploy tear gas that finally drives the couple out of the house. More than 6 weeks after the murder, Stephen and Narina are taken into custody and transported into the new Hanover County Sheriff's Office. At this point, detectives know a lot, but not everything. They still need to determine whether Stephen orchestrated Kayla's murder or if the Reapers acted on their own. And with investigators believing they're dealing with a dangerous cult, they can't rule out the possibility that there are other victims still waiting to be found. Perhaps even the 15 other murders Kaylin claimed to have committed. Once at the station, Stephen and Narina are separated and placed into different interview rooms, and Detective Peterson decides to begin with Narina. If he can get Stephen's own wife to start talking, it will become much harder for Stephen to maintain whatever story he's prepared.
Do you know Kayla Sadowski?
I do.
Okay, tell me about her.
She's a good friend.
Did you have any conflicts with her?
Is that right?
No.
Were you jealous of her at all?
No.
Was she romantically involved with Steve before you? So you didn't have any jealousy or anything like that about her? So, they went to pick her up. You stayed at the apartments, but you knew at that point that they were going to pick up Kayla to kill her.
Yeah, I knew that.
Okay. At that point, and just out of curiosity, any reason you didn't call the police?
I did not call the police.
Any reason you didn't?
No.
Okay.
They came back. They told me that they were going to go back the next day to go put suntan lotion on her, body lotion on her, perfume, whatever they can find. They had not had the smell on her, like the after effect kind of smell. They had put everything over her to cover that smell of her.
Okay.
Steve said the reason why I killed her because she put me in prison for 2 years.
What did he say about what they had just done?
He didn't really say anything. He just kept his mouth shut.
So he didn't say much.
No.
But was he the organizing this whole thing? Was he the one kind of controlling it and telling people to do this?
Yeah.
Against detectives' expectations, even Stephen's own wife is telling them that he's the one behind it. With that, Narina's interview is wrapped up, and there's only one more person Detective Peterson needs to speak with.
The man
As
himself.
Stephen sits in the interrogation room, he has no idea that the people he spent years controlling, including his own wife, have already turned against him. But going into this interview, Detective Peterson faces a challenge. Upon hearing of Stephen's arrest, his mother has already requested an attorney who is now on the way to the station. And so, the clock is ticking. Detectives need to extract the truth from Stephen before the lawyer arrives and shuts the interview down.
I'll answer some questions, whatever you guys got, the best as I know, but my mom says she's going to try to do everything she can to get me a lawyer and everything.
So, is that, you want to answer questions?
But I can stop anytime.
You can stop anytime you want.
Okay.
You know Kayla Sadowski?
That's my ex-girlfriend. Me and her have had passed for years. And
tell me about her.
I miss that girl, but she's a handful. She's like, me and her, we always argued all the time.
About what?
Just anything. Like, she'd get jealous if I'm talking to somebody. Like, if I'm talking to a cousin that's a female, she would think I'm cheating on her. And then she would threaten me, like she was gonna kill me. She pulled a gun out on me and Brian.
Were you upset with her specifically about, say, did you blame her for going to prison or anything like that?
No, because you want to know the funny thing about that? Mm-hmm. She put me in prison for a year. Mm-hmm. Said that I choked her, that I slammed her against the wall. She lied because I was messing with her sister at the time.
So you were not involved in the planning and execution of Kayla's death?
No, I was not.
Was Bryn involved?
He was with me at the time, and the only time he wasn't with me, no, Brian came down there, yeah, because he drove with us.
And when you say he was with me at the time, at what time?
When we were going on our honeymoons and when we went to South Carolina.
Okay, so
no,
what does that have to do with when she was killed?
I'm not sure. I don't know.
Well, you brought it up, so I'm just curious. You said that he was with me at the time. What do you mean?
Oh, like when I was going down to South Carolina and Florida.
Right, what does that have to do with Kayla's death?
Oh, I don't know anything about that.
In an attempt to deflect blame from Bryn, Steven just revealed he was with him at the time of Kayla's murder. But there's a problem. Kayla's time of death was never made public. And just like Kaylin, Steven has unknowingly implicated himself. In Steven's mind, Kaylin is the one who pulled the trigger, which makes him innocent. But detectives see it very differently. They view Steven the way prosecutors often view notorious cult leaders like Charles Manson. The person who pulls the trigger isn't always the most responsible. Under the law, the person who plans a killing can be just as, if not more culpable than the one who carries it out. Seeing that Steven refuses to tell the truth, Detective Peterson decides to push harder and reveal damning evidence Steven can't talk his way out of. But this strategy is about to backfire.
Alright, so have you ever been to the old Boysville facility?
One time.
When was that?
That was many, many, many years ago when it was open.
Remember when we started talking, right?
Yeah.
I told you, I know everything about you, Steve.
I know.
I know everything about... I know more about your wife and your Bryn and yourself probably than you do. So, and I'm going to ask you straight up, is there any reason, or I should say, would it surprise you to know that we have a Facebook conversation between you and Bryn at Boysville that night?
No, you don't.
I guarantee we do.
Well, this is where I need my lawyer then.
They got him.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Because I know that's
They gotcha.
a lie.
Oh, it's a guarantee. You'll see it. It's not a lie. The only thing that's been a lie is what you've been telling me since we sat down. Understand, we've talked to...
So everything I just said was a lie?
Yes.
Okay. I need a lawyer then.
Okay. That's fine.
Because I just told you everything by play of what happened.
Okay. Just know this. The fellowship you have is broken up. Everyone's talking, including your wife. We smoke in an arena. We know everything. And I mean everything. So, it's up to you if you want to talk. You said you want to talk to your lawyer. I'll let you have your lawyer. But this will not help you. Okay? Any questions for me?
No, sir.
Okay.
The moment detectives confront Steven with evidence placing him at the crime scene, he's caught off guard and completely shuts down. And now, even without Steven's confession, investigators are able to piece together what happened to Kayla that night. Steven orchestrated the attack, recruited the others to carry it out, and later returned to conceal her body before fleeing the state. Kaylin was the attacker. She participated in the assault and ultimately fired the shot that killed Kayla. Bryn was the lure. Posing as her boyfriend for weeks, he gained Kayla's trust and convinced her to meet him, ultimately driving her directly to her death.
Bring her with you, too. But don't let her know
Oh my god.
that you are.
I'm sleeping in a tent underneath the bridge, by myself.
Send me location. I got Kayla. She's in my hands now. She fell right in my trap.
LOL.
Dude, I can't find the gym.
I hear you. You getting closer.
Clear.
Sierra acted as part of the ambush team waiting for Kayla, serving as lookout as the murder unfolded. Narina never went to Boysville that night. Instead, she stayed at the apartment monitoring a police scanner, ready to warn the group if law enforcement was approaching. And Alex supplied the firearm, later retrieving it and helping conceal the evidence afterwards. In the end, none of the Reapers would escape accountability. Alex pleads guilty to tampering with evidence and accessory charges, receiving a sentence of 5 to 10 years in prison. Narina receives 13.5 to 30 years, while Sierra is
a full Rico case, bro. Rico for Discord mods,
to 18.5 to 30 years after both pled no contest to second-degree murder. Bryn and Kaylin each plead no contest to second-degree murder and are sentenced to 40 to 60 years in prison. And Stephen Bales is convicted of first-degree murder and conspiracy to commit murder, receiving life without parole, along with a second life sentence with the possibility of parole. As for Kaylin's claims that she had murdered 16 people, detectives were unable to connect her to any other killings, leading them to believe the confession was fabricated under pressure by Stephen and Bryn. Even so, investigators are still looking, because there's no way of knowing whether Kayla was their first victim or simply the first one to be found. And while this case left Michigan shaken by a deadly cult no one knew existed, our next case takes us to a place where violence and gang activity lurk around every corner. These are the members of one of the most infamous gangs in Washington, and in just a few moments, these two seemingly innocent teenagers are about to become their targets.
GG's. Oh, GG's. It's raps.
By the time police arrive at the scene, it's already too late. Determined to stop the bloodshed once and for all, investigators embark on a dangerous mission to infiltrate the gang, turn its members against each other, and ultimately destroy it from within.
Me, snitch, not gonna happen. If you hear anything, you can be anonymous.
We need to be careful. Probably a bunch of SSLs around here.
We're up on you.
Salgan con sus manos arriba! To watch this exclusive Dr. Insanity episode, along with 3 more episodes from our new Tubi series, click the link below and check it out now for free on Tubi.
You getting these RICO cases in, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Like and subscribe.